Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my Dare to Win save with Blackburn Rovers, currently in Premier Division, and we're going quite well. I've got a couple of players coming back from injury. Fortunately, the injuries seem to be easing off. Touch wood. Don't want to tempt fate with that. So since you were with us last, you were with us for the double-header Carabao Cup semi-final with Man United. Okay, we scraped through 3-2 on aggregate. They were slightly better than us, I think, second game, even though they didn't really do a lot. We had a player sent off and we held on nicely. Since then, we've been a bit of a worry. I said about it up here, we're drawing games we should be winning, and that's going to cost us. We drew 0-0 with Everton. Yeah, not a lot to say about it. It was a boring game. Nobody turned up. Nobody really made any attempts at goal. Then we drew 1-0 with Tottenham. We were by far the better team, squandered so many chances, and they equalised right at the end in injury time. Couldn't do anything about it. Then we went to Brighton and beat them 2-1. We were the much better side. Again, we dominated the game, 2-0 up. We let them back in with a goal, and it was a bit sweaty for the last 10 minutes. And what a game. I wish this had been on video, guys. I really do. So we were 2-0 down in 24 minutes. Then Eland was playing in midfield on this day because of injury to Trifkovic. He made an absolutely appalling tackle. Got spoke to by the referee, and that was it. And then lo and behold, this little guy here, Julio Sandoval, done exactly the same, dived in, didn't really make contact with anybody, got a straight red card, off he went. We were 2-0 down at this stage, and we just dominated the game from there on. They were down to 10 men, they didn't cope very well, and we played them off part, 1-4-2. And we've just beaten Bournemouth 2-1. Again, 2-0 up, let a goal in towards the end, which is a little bit of a worry, maybe a bit of tiredness is creeping in, and we need to have a look at that. So today we're going to be playing Arsenal in the FA Cup 4th round, and then we're going to come back and play Arsenal in the Carabao Cup Final. So it's going to be an interesting episode. I'm probably going to, looking at the time, and the fact I got work in the morning, I'm probably going to have to record this over 2 days. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, Arsenal it is. Transfer-wise, transfer window's just closed. Okay, nobody in, nobody out. They tried to get a few players in. I mean, Quintero was the last player I bought. The only players that have gone out is players on loan. Okay. Oh, I did sell Draycott for 1.3 million, youth player. Was never going to play for us. Okay. And I'm quite surprised I managed to get 1.3 million on that. We've got some clauses coming in over the next few games. Should be getting quite a bit of money coming into the club, I believe, if it shows it on here. And here we go. Vergara. Blackburn will be due 5 million after another 2 league appearance. Victorino, 6.75 million after another 31, so that's a way off yet. But there's also the defensive midfield guy I sold. Name begins with a B. Bakayoko, was it? Bacardo, that's him. Blackburn will be due £9 million after another 3 league appearances. So yeah, the money's coming along. So we're playing Arsenal. Team's going to be pretty much unchanged, except Joel is coming out, Ruiz is coming in. Me and Joel have fell out. We've got quite a few problems with players at the moment, I'm afraid. I fell out with Furlong Dalton. He wanted a new contract, so I offered him what I thought was a reasonable contract, quite a big pay rise, but his agent threw it out. So I tried to reopen contracts because we failed to promise on open it, and the agent won't entertain talking, so now he's come and asked for a transfer, so he'll be leaving the club. So I'm a bit worried he's not going to do the business, so he's not going to play in the cup games. Let me see how it goes. Other than that, it's an unchanged team. Nikolic in goal, Ellets and Quintero, Angrisola and Kukolj across the back 4. So it is a bit different actually. I said it's unchanged. It's unchanged from me, but obviously a lot different from when you were last year. Lavino, Trifkovic, Minamino in the middle. Calamal, Hansen, wide players, and Ruiz is back in today after an extent. He's been out nearly all of January on international duty somewhere or other. So we got a couple of players lacking match fitness. We have done Arsenal in the league a couple of times, I think. We've had some good results against them, so I'm hoping that today we either win today and lose the cup final, or we lose today and win the cup final. I think that's how it usually happens, isn't it, guys? You're playing the same team twice on a trot. So I'm hoping, do I want the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup final? I think I want the FA Cup because our league position, we're currently on goal difference, we're second in the league after the win over Man United. I mean, that's going to change probably over the next couple of episodes because we've still got like Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, I believe, to come. I'll have a look at in between the games. So I think I'd like to win the FA Cup. That would be a nice, or not win it, but go on a bit. I don't think we're good. Well, I say I don't think we're good enough. We're second in the Premiership, guys, and there's only like 8 or 10 games left to go, and we're still second in the Premiership. So we're going well. And this is a worry. Oh, the keeper had it covered all the way, but he was offside anyhow. So on the job front, Everton job's up for grabs. Chelsea are on a very wobbly tightrope at the moment. Whoever the manager is there, I haven't bothered looking, but I know he's lost the confidence of the fans, and that's a cracking goal, isn't it, by Taj? We are away, and it is the FA Cup, so there's no second legs in this. So we do need to be doing something about this today, don't we? But like I said, if we lose this, we're going to go on and win a Carabao Cup, I hope. And if we win this, we're going to lose a Carabao Cup, but we will see. It's a bit of a worry that we've gone away behind so easily, and it doesn't look like we've turned up here. That's a bigger worry for me, is that the ratings are 6-5, 6-6, 6-6, 6-4. It's not good enough. So I've had a couple of games where I've had to get very waggy finger with them and thrash my arms around. That's okay when it works. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to click that. But yeah, I think we're good enough to do Arsenal. Arsenal's about 4th or 5th in the table. That's a cracking effort, just over. But yeah, it's started to go a little bit, I suppose, all of this ruckus going on with Furlong Dalton and Joel scored a hat-trick in a one game against Man United. Absolutely phenomenal he was. I think it was Man United he scored a hat-trick against. Absolutely phenomenal. But he's thrown his... because he couldn't go to another club who didn't even put an offer in for him that I'm aware of. I mean, it may have been a group of offers well under, because I had no intention of selling players really, but let's see if we can get a little bit more out of these guys now. And when we get what's he doing there? I mean, I know they've introduced this to make it more realistic, but I've got no time for this in a game. Players diving around and falling over. I mean, what the heck was that? I mean, watch him. Nobody even... why would he do that there facing his own goal? It's just... now we're in deep trouble because of that. Oh dear. And like I said, it's some of the tackles there. Yeah, they're going in two-footed and it's aggressive, but they're not even touching a player and they're getting sent off. I mean, I'll be honest, thank God they did in the Man United game, because we weren't in the game 2-0 down in Man United. I thought this is going to be embarrassing. And then for them to get a player sent off the same way I've been getting players sent off was quite a... And how did that not go in? So, it's going to be a tough game by the look of this. Of course, I've lost my main man on the corners. I want to try and get to an hour, and look at all these 6-3, 6-4s. This is not good. And now an injury on the guy. He must have pulled a muscle when he decided to do a triple Salco into the box. So Amada can play out left. Really struggling here, guys. I don't think... Ruiz, I can't. I could do that and bring Teklik on and then do that. Right, let's see. Got to try and get the best out of Ruiz because he is my best player. So I do need I need him to step up, but a 6.4 is not good enough. Sorry guys, I did press pause just as that come up. I want to get this guy off. He's not doing any good, even though I'm trying to keep a promise with him. And that gives us one more substitution towards the end of the game. Well, 17 minutes. So we need to get a goal back here. We're 2-0 down. We haven't looked like scoring. I may have to... I don't like berating him in the game, but I may have to. And that's a good play by Teklik. And he's through. And he's followed it in. And he's got us back in the game. I was thinking to get a shot of him. And he's popped up with some very important goals since. As young Teklik. So we are still a very young side. Remember that. And I mean, I did say a season or two ago that this group of players, if I could keep them together, was going to do the business. And they're proving me right because they're second in the table at the moment. Yeah, I do want to make the change. And we go to 70. But of course, things change, don't they? And I've got quite a few players now that are falling out and want to move on and don't want to be with us. And that is a big worry. I need to get some height in the back, don't I? So I'm gonna put him out to there, bring him off. Do I swallow my pride and try Fulton? Dalton. Yeah, I got to, haven't I? Swap him around, because I'm sure he's right-footed, yeah. And that's 1, 2, 3, that's it. That's all my substitutions, so this is it. I'm gonna have to demand more, and we're gonna go attacking away at Arsenal here. And we haven't shown up today, which is a worry. It's been, for me watching, it's been a very flat game that we've played, which is a big concern. Because historically, FA Cup, when we go out of the FA Cup, and there you go, we're out. When we go out of the FA Cup, the drop-off in the league is scary. And the fact that not only are we going out, but for the first time this season, our ratings are so low. I'm going to drop attacking back down here to... sorry, I got the Newcastle game going on in the background here against Leicester, and I'm going to drop this back to positive. If we can get a goal here, we're back in it, and we are, and I'm glad I brought Dalton. Maybe there's a lesson to be learnt there about Dalton. Maybe he is worth keeping if I can, and he should be starting every game because he's obviously turned up. So he's got 9 minutes to get his hat trick and prove me completely wrong, hasn't he? And put us through to the next round. But it's going to fizzle out, is it? Or... oh, what a game. Of course, if this goes to a replay, I think it will go to a replay. This could totally mess up my episode. And it's not going to it. Oh, he's missed. So we're going to demand more. Come on, you Rovers. And Hubert's got it. It's a lovely ball to Teklik. Teklik into Almada. Through to Trifkovic. Come on, play it through to Ruiz. And Ruiz is through on the goalie. A lovely little dink over the goalkeeper. And that's in! That's 3-3. How have we pulled this back? Some lovely play. Like I said, we are a good team. We keep our heads up. I was worried about the ratings. Obviously, these 3 goals that we've scored in pretty quick succession are gonna improve our ratings. And as you can see, he's gone from 6-3 to 7-2. And we've got to hope now we can either grab the winner. No, these things don't happen, do they? We couldn't, could we? I'm seeing he's making sure there's no time for them to come back at us, and we're up again, and he's out. We have done it! Mr. Dalton, I apologise. You should be in my starting 11, because since you've come on, we're like a team possessed. No way could this happen. But it has. With 1 second left on the clock. Full time is up. This team scare me. We are, I tell you what, we are the real deal. We really are. They're coming together. They're playing well. This team is the real deal. Wow, wow, wow. Did Chelsea lose? Because if Chelsea lost, the game's up for their manager. And they may already be out, actually. I don't know. And would I go to Chelsea? Damn right I would. All that money. But do I want to leave Blackburn? No, I don't. So I won't be applying for the job. They've got to come to me if they want me. I'm in a position now where I'm earning enough money. Oh, this is the worry. 2 to 3 months torn hamstring. That is a big, big concern. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end this here because I've got a couple of league games to play. If we look at the schedule, there's a couple of league games. I don't know why that keeps doing that. A couple of league games to play and then back for the next round. Sorry, it's not. It's going to be the cup final against Arsenal. We won't be doing the FA Cup 5th round no matter who we draw. It's going to be the Carabao Cup final. See you soon, guys. Welcome back. We're playing the Carabao Cup final today, a little bit later than originally planned. The game was postponed due to the FA Cup game against Man City, and not good. So we amazingly somehow beat Arsenal 4-3 in the FA Cup fourth round. We then laboured to a 2-1 win over Leicester. We weren't in the game against West Ham, unfortunately. They beat us 3-0 and absolutely hammered us. Then we come up against Man City and more importantly Erling Haaland. We gifted them 2 goals with defensive errors, which was shocking because that hasn't been happening of late. And then we played them again the following week in the league. We actually took the lead there, 35 minutes, and looked real good quality. And then Haaland again, and then another defensive error. We back passed to the goalie, too short. Phil Foden, bang, 2-1. And that was it. It could actually have been more because our heads dropped. You can see some of the scores were pretty low. So I'm not so confident today against Arsenal now in the Carabao Cup, because I did think that if we won the FA Cup we'd lose the Carabao, and if we lost the FA Cup we'd win the Carabao. So we're about to find out, I guess. So we've also been I was bragging about injuries and how it was all easing off and things were going well. Not anymore. We've got a couple of long-term injuries. He's out for months. Angrasola's out for a while. So yeah, it's not going great, unfortunately. I don't have enough players to fill all of the substitute roles. There's no point putting the youth in because they're just not doing it. They're not good enough, really, so I'd rather not have them as an option, to be honest. Silly, I guess, but what can I say? Bit down in the dumps over the turn of events, as we've also dropped out of the top 4 now. We've dropped to 5th, so Arsenal got ahead of us and it's all got a bit pear-shaped. So team today then to play in the cup final is Nikolic in goal, Ellison, Bicciabo, Furlong, Dalton, Ferrioli across the back. We've sort of gone back to the original. Couture made one of the really bad mistakes which let Haaland in, although Bicciabo made the mistake that allowed Foden to score in the second game. He's doing okay. So you've just see Lavino's injured, so Watson's in for him. Menino and Trifkovic, they're keeping their place. Trifkovic's been making quite a number of mistakes in the middle of the field. Then we got Teklik and Hansen out in a wide positions, mainly because Calamai is injured and got to be for a while. And Ruiz up front. Ruiz has been a little bit disappointed of late. Hasn't really scored many and his current form isn't great. Joel no longer wants to leave the club after declaring that we weren't good enough, and now that it looks like European qualifications on the board, he's changed his mind and he now wants to stay at the club. We'll see. So, this isn't going to be an easy game, okay? It's Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. It's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? We're either going to look really good and hold our own and get the first proper silverware of the save. I mean, we've got the FA trophy under our belts already. Or Arsenal are going to do the same as Man City have to us, because Arsenal have just gone above us in the league. And here we go, straight from the off. A really poor free kick that was. Trifkovic's picked up there. And there you go. And that's what he's doing. And I thought we were going to get a bad back pass then. But those sort of passes or lack of control on the ball has become a big part of our game in the last 3 games, hence the 3 defeats. Ruiz gets back while there and makes a tackle. Well, picked up the loose ball. Hansen's not, and again you see, and we're in. Ruiz, Trifkovic and Teklik's not got the pace for that, has he? But they're making a bit of a hash of this, aren't they? Menino, and it's crossed to Teklik and it's hit the bar and gone over. So full house today at Wembley. We've got to really, I don't know. I was really buzzing with this save, and all of a sudden, 3 defeats, and I'm on the floor again. It's one of those. I think we'll pull it round. Whether we're good enough yet, I mean, this season's out of the blue, isn't it? After last season, I thought we were going to really struggle again, and I'd sort of set me sights on mid-table. But what a start to the season we've had, and it would be a pity if, now that we're out of the FA Cup, we hit that. There you go. And that's a cracking save. Thought we were going to go down. And historically with this team, once we drop out of the FA Cup, that's it. We don't play anymore. So I'm hoping that isn't going to cost us big here today. It would be nice to get some silverware in the save for everybody. So, and that's a good tackle by Ellison into Watson to Menino. And that's better. That's better passing as long as we can. I was hoping you were going to see a lightning counter-attack there, but it didn't develop. So Ferriola's back in tonight. Out to Ruiz, down to Hansen. Hansen's in the box, and he's put us 1-0 up. What a goal! Straight through the goalkeeper. There's going to be questions asked there, I would imagine, because, well, what can I say? Absolute cracking finish out of the blue, but we'll take it. Ruiz got up and won the header, which he doesn't normally do, in fairness, and then Hansen just bang, and the keeper had got nowhere near it. Made himself as big as he could, I guess, but the speed of the shot just left him floundering. So here we go, Menino again. Oh, we've lost the ball again, given away cheaply in the middle of the field. Over the top, Bitshiabu swept that up nicely. Elliotson, Bitshiabu, Watson. I'm really nervous about this back passing and tip-tapping around the back now. Oh, Bitshiabu put him down there nicely with a bit of close-in control. Hansen over the top, Ruiz is through. He plays it off to Trifkovic. Out to Teklik, into Ruiz. Was there a hint of offside there for Ruiz? Yes, there was. I thought he was offside, and unfortunately he was. So, 1-0, 30 minutes gone. This is going well. We're sort of shading it, I guess, in a roundabout way. The team's performing well, and if you don't play well in a final, then maybe you're in the wrong game, guys. But Teff clicks in behind. Can he get the cross in? He has. Ruiz plays it back to Menino. Oh, he hit his own player there. I'm sure he hit the heels of, that would have been Hansen out on the left of him there in the box. Menino plays it in behind for Ferriola. Come on, let's get a second one. And Ruiz again, but I thought he was offside again there, but that's a goal kick. And this is turning into quite a good game, guys. And yeah, not a bad first half, I must say. Not what I was expecting. I thought we might be in a bit of trouble here today, but we might still be, mind. Don't get me wrong. This game, you know what this game's like. So I'm actually outstretched arms. I'm happy. I'm get these guys going. Let's do this. And I'm hoping to see a lot of 6-5s, which we are, all across their back four and up front. So that's good. And now Ferriola's picked up an injury. That's not good, is it? I didn't see how bad it might be. It's only done. That's well tackled again. Ruiz plays it back to Watson, forward to Hansen. Can he get this through? Come on, my son, let's get him. And he's took them all on. He's got the space. He's played it to the back post. Teklik's got up, and it's on the bar and over. I'm going to have a look at this injury, guys, because I can't. This is a cup final, and I can't really afford incident that he wants to come off. Gashed up her leg, so he is going to come off. It's no point risking him. We've got the league, really, which is the most important here. This, of course, would guarantee us European football, which would be great. Takes the pressure out of the league, but at the same time, I want to finish as high up the league as we can this season. So we're going to make a couple more changes now. It's 1-0, and I've Quartieri wants to come in. I'm going to bring him in for Elliotson. Give him a run in the final. Menino struggling. Ebert can come on there. Teklik is letting us down a bit. He's letting us down. He's on a 6.9, guys, and I'm worried he's letting us down. And I've got to bring Joel on for Ruiz, because Joel normally pops up with a goal when he comes on around 70 minutes. So that's all the substitutions made. If it's extra time and penalties, we're in trouble. Didn't think of that, and I've taken a lot of my good players off for that. But I'm confident we're going to do this in the 90 minutes. I certainly hope so. We don't want any late drama like in the FA Cup with Arsenal's getting the goal. And a second goal here would be really nice. Powell to Ebert, back to Powell. Out to Watson, Ebert, Powell. Come on, guys. And it's Joel. And I told you he would be there with the goal at the end. Bring him on as a sub with 20 minutes to go nearly every game, and he gets a goal. Unless it's Man United, and then he gets an hat-trick. So we can't really knock him. Absolutely fantastic. Everett Powell, nice interplay inside their box, and Joel towers above their centre halves and a fullback to put us 2-0 up with 3 minutes going. This is going to be the first silverware of the save, and they've cheered me up no end. Like I said, started this part of the episode on the floor, and here we go. First silverware for Blackburn Rovers. We've won the Carabao Cup. Absolutely fantastic. What can I say? Other than congratulations, guys, it's well earned. We threatened this last season, if you remember. We went out in the semis. I think it was the FA Cup against Villa. We had a very good cup run. And we've been a good cup team, but we're starting to turn into a good league team as well. We've done well in the cups ever since I took over. We've gone far in all of them. We got knocked out in the Carabao first round last season, didn't we? Against, was it Sheffield United? But yeah, what can I say? And there's our little cartwheel, and I'm well chuffed with that. I am absolutely well chuffed with that. And that's not going to do my stock any harm at all, is it, eh? The Chelsea job's on the horizon, he thinks. Depends whether they win today or not. They've just lost to Nottingham Forest, 3 games on the trot. Absolutely fantastic. And that's the one. That is what we're going for. Half of them didn't go as green as I thought they might, but we've got a trophy, guys. 2-0 Carabao Cup. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go and take the plaudits. Chelsea are playing later. Let's have a quick look through this before we end the episode. Blackburn have won the Carabao Cup, we know that. Fans praise me. Blackburn are qualified for the UEFA Europa Conference League by winning the Carabao Cup. They will enter the competition at the playoff stage. I'm hoping we're going to actually do better than that. We paid out 50k. I only put I didn't put a very high thing on winning the Carabao Cup, to be honest. And 442, I thought we would have been the biggest overachievers, to be honest, because if I'd said at the beginning of the season we wouldn't have won it. We weren't going to be favourites to win it anyway. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've done it again. Schedule is, we're going to come back for, I think we're going to go through now to the Reading Liverpool end of season, because it's only the league left for us now. So yeah, I want to finish as high as I can. I'm a bit gutted that after such a good spell we're actually, oh well, it's only on goal difference, so if we can get a couple of results and they drop, we've got a game in hand on Newcastle. That put us on 62 to their 63. I'm still want a top 4 finish. Man City breathing down our necks. They've all played a game more than us. We're 2 games ahead of West Ham with a game in hand. So yeah, and we've only got 8 games left to play. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.